G'day, welcome to my series of videos on occupational stress. I'm Dr. Ben Searle, an organisational psychologist and senior lecturer at Macquarie University, and I'm here to tell you about what stress is, what causes it, and what managers can do about it. This video has been produced as part of National Psychology Week, which is an initiative of the Australian Psychological Society in association with the College of Organisational Psychologists. Stress. What causes it? I've talked before about what stress is and why it's a problem. In this video, I talk about some of the most common sources of stress in the workplace. A recent study investigated what Australians worried about. At the top of the list was my future career. Rather than being laid back, a common concern amongst Australians was whether their careers were on track. Tied in second place were personal achievements and the future, followed by what people think of you and doing well at work or school. Since this study wasn't intended to focus on work, its results show how work is a major source of stress, despite all of the other pressures in our lives. But we shouldn't think of this as being inevitable. In many ways, work can support and improve well-being. It does this by providing structure and meaning to our daily existence, by providing us with a sense of personal and professional identity. What we do is who we are. It provides us with opportunities to learn and grow and succeed in our work. And above all, it provides us with a sense of community, of social exchange, of interaction and respect from peers. All of these things are positive effects of work, and it's why unemployment makes people so unhappy. So, where does it all go wrong? One of the simplest ways of thinking about it is that work presents us with a range of demands, and we get stressed by these demands, particularly if they aren't appropriately matched by useful resources. What sort of demands? Here are a few of the most common ones. Workload and time pressure. These are very well recognised sources of stress in most workplaces. Complex or difficult problems, those are demanding. Juggling different types of responsibility, different tasks, different requirements in your role, those are also very demanding. But then we can get into some of the things that obstruct us in our work. Bureaucracy, red tape, forms. We can talk about things in the workplace that we're not sure about, where it's not clear exactly what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to do it, how well we're supposed to do it. Those ambiguities can be very frustrating and stressful. Then there's some of the conflicts we have to experience, like conflict between work and home, or one aspect of our role and another aspect of our role. And those things themselves can be very stressful. Obviously, if we're having interpersonal conflicts with other colleagues, if we encounter aggression or violence in the workplace, those things can be sources of stress. And then there are some physical dangers that some of us face in our workplaces. All of these things place demands upon us. However, not all of them are equally bad for you. Where your job's demands force you to learn and help you to achieve goals, this can create a sense of challenge. Challenges on a good day can have quite positive effects. But where your demands tend to prevent you from achieving goals, they are much more likely to be harmful. We sometimes call these things hindrances. They obstruct us from getting our job done properly. Some of the demands that we experience at work can be a source of threat, either physical threat, social threat, or threat to our self-esteem. So challenges, hindrances, and threats are different types of demands. While challenges can have some benefits, hindrances tend to have more negative effects, and threats tend to be the most unpleasant of all demands. So what can we do about these demands? Well, obviously it would be great to try and minimise them or eliminate them altogether. But even if we can't do that, perhaps we can help people by providing appropriate resources. Some of the resources that help in managing demands include money, remuneration, bonuses, things like that. Obviously, if people are being paid enough that they don't have so many financial concerns elsewhere in their life, that's going to be to your advantage as an employer. Beyond that, though, some of the motivational benefits of bonuses aren't as strong as you might think. Instead of, or in addition to financial bonuses, social rewards like public recognition can create a sense of worth and achievement. However, it's often more important to provide work resources that help people while they do their jobs, instead of just rewarding those who succeed in their jobs. An important workplace resource is therefore support. Support from co-workers, support from one's boss. If we know we can count on getting help from others, a lot of workplace problems don't seem quite so bad. Then there's issues of control. If we're in a situation where we feel like we can't make our own decisions, we can't apply what seems to us to be the best way of doing things, then that can be a tremendous source of constraint. It can prevent us from feeling like we can do our job the way we want to do it. We don't experience a lot of the psychological benefits of work, in terms of achievement, in terms of personal growth, because we're always feeling like we're just doing what we're being told to do. People have a strong need for control, and being able to meet those needs by giving people some freedom is a really valuable way of promoting well-being and addressing some of the demands that otherwise people might not be able to manage on their own. And there's things like learning, giving people the opportunity to grow in their role, to develop new skills, to take on new responsibilities. These are tremendously helpful ways of giving people the resources that they can take with them into handling all sorts of other problems. All of these resources can be very valuable in helping people to address their daily demands. So what causes stress? In addition to things that we worry about, stress is caused by a wide range of ongoing and day-to-day demands, and by the absence of adequate resources. For more information, if you're experiencing any personal crises, if you do want somebody to talk to, Lifeline is a great resource that's out there. Otherwise, go and speak to your doctor. There are a lot of people who are very keen to provide assistance for people who are struggling to cope with the stress in their lives. If you're looking for some resources to address stress in a work situation, then one of these websites, Workplace Mental Health or Heads Up, have a lot of really useful information about how organisations can manage stress. I'm producing a number of other videos. If you want to contact me professionally or just for more information, you can follow the links here or through Macquarie University. Thanks for watching Occupational Stress Tips for Managers. I hope you come back again soon.